Nobody's paying attention to the cat. You gotta see the cat. See, we starting off the episode. See, we already started off the episode. I said, don't trust him. I told y'all a couple episodes ago, I do not trust him. Ooh, she bad. So, in order for people to release their contract with their Daemons, all they gotta say is, I don't want to do this shit no more. What's a fantastic game? A little bit of this, a little bit of this. Okay, welcome back to another Shanime review. Okay, today we're talking about Daemons of the Shadow Realm. These weeks are passing by so fast because I done missed 2 episodes already. So we're on episode 11. First of all, we just finished Go For It Nakamura, and now we're about to finish Daemons of the Shadow Realm. I'm pretty sure maybe it's like 13 episodes in this season. Maybe I have to look or check. But yeah, so we're back on episode 11, Big Brother and Little Brother. After defeating Long Arm and Long Leg, the group realizes something else had been tailing them all along. All right, so I really don't have to go back into the story, but basically, Yuru just got through. Yuru left and right. What's his name? I was about to say Dera. Dera and Grandma just got through defeating Long Legs and Long Arms, the legendary Daemon or whatnot. So now we're on the next episode, and we found out at the end of the last episode that basically they were being followed by the Kashimori clan. Yeah. Thank you, Asagiri. Well, I told you I don't trust him. I don't trust him. That's why I don't have a man, because I can't trust him. You can't trust him. You can't trust him. You can't trust him. It's a little late in the season to be bringing out new characters, right? Unless they're a villain. Because I know in Justified series, like when they come to an end and they're like having like a cliffhanger or whatnot to like lead you into the next season, normally it's like when they're introducing a villain or someone who's going to play a pivotal role into the show. But we're on episode 11, we still introducing new characters? But what if their Daemons disagree? What if their Daemons is like, you stuck with me forever? Or what if the master is like, you stuck with me forever? Like, that just means they're stuck together forever? That's what it's not they're saying to me. And it's a blood contract. Oh yeah, because I remember at the beginning they were getting attacked and Dera took his... So Dera, you gave Yuru his Daemons without his permission? So basically the rules don't apply to the person who has the seal powers. Basically, if you have seal powers, you can like fuck their contract up, period. All you gotta do is go... Well, we haven't seen Yuru use the power, but he put his hand up like this, so I would imagine all he gotta do is like touch them and like seal them and send them back to wherever their origin was. And for left and right, that was the Higashi's clan front entrance. And Break creates Daemons. We haven't seen that. We've seen Asa be able to take over an enemy's Daemon, like by I guess signing a new contract, but we haven't seen her create any Daemons. So there's nobody paying attention. Okay, I actually think episode 11 slowed the action down. Actually, I think this might be one of the most important episodes that we had thus far. After episode 10 gave us one of the biggest fights in the series against Long Legs and that name, Tanaga Ashinaga, okay? This episode reminds us that Daemons of the Shadow Realm has always been about mystery surrounding Yuru, Asa, and their family. Instead of throwing us into another battle this episode, we meet a character named Ken, which is building more relationships that I didn't think we were going to get for the rest of this season. I want to say that the season finale is this Saturday, but I'm not too sure. But they keep giving us clues about what happened and what really happened to Asa and Yuru's parents, which I don't know why is that so pivotal to the story. You know, I didn't read the manga, so maybe some of you can spoil me down below in the comments about why Yuru and Asa's parents are so important if they've gotten that far inside the manga. Like I said, the one character that stuck out to me this episode was Ken, which turns out to be Dera's brother, which I like to just call Dera because his name is Dera Ken, I believe. And it turns out that they daddy is a deadbeat. Like, it was one sequence where he was like, they daddy was sleeping around with their mama, and then he was visiting, and then something happened, he disappeared. And then he left the business to Dera to take over, and then I guess Dera was gonna leave it to Ken, so they just got generational trauma. You know, I think Ken is becoming a more important character than I originally expected. He isn't just another supporting character, but he's slowly becoming part of Yuru's journey. I guess because he's Dera's little brother. At first we thought that was his child, but that's not his child, allegedly. That's his little brother. And I'm very interested to see, you know, how they weave or intertwine all these storylines together, because it's a bit much at this point. It's not just, I guess, focusing Yuru and Asa. It's about the whole world, everyone, the Kagomori clan, the Higashi village, the world that's below the mountain, left and right. Asagiri, I think that we just seen in the beginning of the video. I think the biggest takeaway for me this episode is about Yuru's and Asa's parents making the story feel even deeper. We spent this entire season wondering who we can trust, and this episode completely doesn't answer that. But it definitely gives us more pieces to the puzzle, and it feels like everyone is connected by family. But who knows? Something that Yuru is only starting to uncover. Also, I want to appreciate the series, you know, that they're not rushing these reveals. But I feel like that's one of the reasons why a lot of people feel like this series is boring, especially for like the hype that we got about Full Metal, something coming from the originator of Full Metal Alchemist, because that was so good. You know, the story was so good. And not only do the characters inside of Daemons of the Shadow Realm kind of let us down with their abilities, it's just the story is very slow, you know, and it's not enough rewards for us to be like, oh yeah, that was just amazing. Well, I guess after a while, like, seeing a fight with long legs and long arms was like one of the pivotal moments. And I think the fight with Jean was like really good too. So I think, what's the terminology? A lot of something for a small reward, you know what I'm saying? But now, instead of, you know, really being invested, it's just, well, I feel like I am invested at this point. It's just, I want to see where it's going to go because I invested so much time into this, unlike other animes. But I have two big questions. First, how important do you think Ken's role is going to be for the rest of the story? Is he just another ally? Is he going to play a much bigger role than we're expecting? Because honestly, in another anime, I don't know if I should name it. I'm just going to name it. And if it gets me in trouble, I'm going to block it out in the future. I'm going to block it out. But like Boruto, where Boruto antagonist, I can't think of his name. I think it starts with a K or something like that. Where Boruto's, like, his teammate at first was his friend or whatever. And then as they went on, he became an enemy towards Boruto, right? And they had to fight, kind of like Naruto and Sasuke. Second, what do you think really happened to Yuru and Asa's parents? Are we finally getting the full truth? Or is there still another major plot twist waiting, you know, to carry us over into season 2? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to meet another stronger Daemon, if left and right have some type of level up system, or if that's all we're getting. I don't know. If you read the manga and the manga is that far, kind of get down in the comments and let me know what's going on with that. But if you've been watching my Daemons of the Shadow Realm reviews, thank you for following me on this journey. Be sure to check out my episode 1 through 10 at this point on Shanime Reviews. Make sure you check out my YouTube. And this will be diving straight into episode 12 because, like I said, this story is getting ready to take another huge step forward. Hopefully. I hope they don't give us, because these episodes, you know, they start feeling like filler. Even though I guess they're supposed to be pivotal to the story, it's starting to feel like filler. But it could be that they kind of like introducing all the characters and giving us backgrounds and all that kind of stuff just to release the action. You get what I'm saying? They like, well, let's give the story art. Let's make them fall in love with the characters and understand who the characters are. And then we're going to start sling. You know? So maybe it's something like that. And I can't wait. So, yeah, Shantastic Gang. If nobody told you all month, all year, all month, all week, all day, I love you. Make sure to do all those social media things. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hype this video. Share with your mom and dad, your uncle, your auntie. Make sure to leave a purple heart in the comments because over here we show love. And I will see you again in the next episode review. Bye for now.